Today we got a lot of interesting things to talk about and to see. We've recently won the bid on a 5-acre or 3 to 5 acre brush cleanup project. We're going to ride Allie around to see that. I'll show you some of the task ahead of us. Well, that is assuming we can make it. It's quite muddy. It seems like staying right up close to our property line is the driest part. No, we're not on our property. We're actually on the property of the neighboring farm. This time of year it really doesn't matter. We're not making ruts that are big enough to be relevant, and they're not using the property for anything. That brings up one of the things we need to talk about. All of this farmland that you can see behind me here, to the left side of the Gator here, has been sold. 2,200 acres has been sold. It's going to all be developed. I'm not even sure how many homes are going to be put in here, but it's going to take several years to do it. But it's all going to be houses and golf course and, you know, all the stuff that we had around us in Carmel. We moved 15 miles away or so, and we're no longer going to be in the country now. Now this big tree here is basically the corner of our property. Big piles of rocks and everything out there. I intend to get out and get some of those biggest rocks. Some of them are really nice. Yeah, several of you have noticed that we did reach 100,000 subscribers, and we thank you very much for that. We're not going to make a big deal about it. It's just not the kind of people we are, and we do appreciate all of you guys sticking with us and watching our videos, and the kind words that you say in the comments. It means a lot. Those corn stalks hit the bottom of the Gator. They're really loud. We're almost back to the area where we won this contract. I got a couple more things I want to talk about before we get there. First is on the auto throttle. We did a video recently on the auto throttle kit on the 1025R. Had a viewer that actually got the auto throttle kit and installed it on his 1025R, or at least tried. He had a 2014 version, like our first one, with the backhoe. And turns out it would not fit. The backhoe subframe of the 2017 and earlier 1025Rs, those with the 260 backhoe, interferes with most of the auto throttle components themselves, so it doesn't work on those. If you have a pre-2018 1025R without the backhoe, you can make it work, but we also learned something else from this same viewer, and we really appreciate it. The pedals, the hydrostat pedals, do not have the hole in them where the little bolt needs to go to control the auto throttle. Those pedals, I think, are $25 each, so I think you can just buy the pedals to make it work. The price of the auto throttle was $240, so another $50, it still would be a cost competitive option. I haven't tried it. I'm not certain they'll fit, but I hope that they would. In any case, if you have a 1025R or 1023E earlier than the 2018 model, you might want to be a little bit cautious about ordering the auto throttle kit from greenpartsstore.com. If you have a 2018 or later, it will fit, as you saw in our video. I just wanted to bring everybody up to date on that because, well, it's something that we never even considered. Okay, here we are to the backside of the property that we're going to clean up. As you saw, we just drove around behind our property, and this big tower, I'm not even going to try to show you the top of it because you'll be into the sun so much it'll be difficult. But this big tower here has essentially been abandoned, and I contacted the owner of the tower and wanted to mow it. I just, you know, to me it just looks horrible, and we actually want to walk back through here. We want to have a walking path. One of the things we miss from our days at Carmel was just a place to go for a walk. And if we had this cleared out, we could make a nice little circle. So that's what we're gonna do. I contacted them, and we worked out an arrangement where we could get it mowed. And actually, I think it's going to be more than mowed. But this is the property right here. I believe all this out here will mow. I think I can mow it with the TS10 or with the 6-foot brush cutter we've got, or maybe even with Vinny, who knows, or maybe all three. We can mow this low grass out here, and some of these little sprouts here I believe we can mow. But that's about as big a sprouts as I believe we can get the mower over. And there's a bunch of bigger stuff in there, so I think we're going to have to use another plan for those. Hey, I wanted to tell you about a new update for our Lube Shuttle. You've seen us talk about the Lube Shuttle. Pretty fancy grease gun system. And as you know, we're pretty excited about it. I just found out that it's available to Ace hardware stores now. Now that doesn't mean that every one of them is going to stock it, but it is available for them to stock. So if you frequent a local Ace hardware store and you have a Lube Shuttle or you're interested in a Lube Shuttle, go ahead and talk to your store manager or owner and let him know that he can get the Lube Shuttle system. And that would give you a place to get the tubes, replacement cartridges, the like. Of course, you still can get them at lube-shuttle.us/store. I think it'll be a little bit cheaper there. You get the 5% discount with code TTWT. You know, sometimes you need a tube of grease quickly, so I can understand why having them at your local Ace Hardware would be great. Let's look out here and see what we've got here. These look like some bigger trees. I can mow this right in here, I'm sure, without any issue. But these cedars, they get pretty big pretty fast. I mean, that's a pretty good sized tree right there. Yeah, I can't mow that. I'll have to come up with another way. I'll either have to saw it down with a chainsaw. I think I've got a couple other approaches. I'd like to try some different attachments, just to give some things a try. And so I think we'll see what we can do. We'll start with the mowing is what we'll do, and that'll clear out the way so we'll know what's left. And even in here, I can mow a lot of this. And of course, I'm not sure how much of this I'll do. I do want it cleaned up. But there may be a certain size tree in there that I'm just not willing to deal with. I'll show you that tower. It makes me dizzy to look up at it with the clouds going by. It looks like the tower's falling over. I think they said it was 230 feet tall. Yeah, all of this stuff in here, I'll have to get some other tool to get some of that out. Some of those cedars are big. I don't know how close I'll get to the edge over there. I'll probably clean up what I can. But it got so bad last summer that there was no way to really even ride Allie through here. This grass and all got up over our head. Frost, of course, killed it here over the winter. But in addition to getting contract to clean it up the first time, we've also got the contract to mow it and keep it mowed down after we once get it cleaned up. Okay, so let's talk about bad boy tractors. Told you in several episodes back that Bad Boy was coming out with a tractor, or at least that's what we'd heard. And sure enough, we were able to confirm it. They're going to be made by a company in South Korea. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Kukje tractors. Now, that company sounds totally unfamiliar to the uninformed, and it was to me, but then I dug a little bit deeper and I found that that's the maker of the Branson tractors. I think there's a couple of YouTubers that feature Branson tractors on their channels. You might go check those out. Now, it sounds like a different tractor player than we've ever dealt with, but that's not really true. It's actually owned by TYM. So I think the history of the Branson tractor is separate from the TYM tractor, but it's owned by the same parent now, I think as of 2016. So TYM, some division of TYM, is making the bad boy tractors, but I have a feeling they're going to look more like the Branson tractors than the RK tractors, for instance. I don't know if I have the courage for this or not, but the door's already busted open. Let's go try to take a look. You know, I have to admit, it seems like a great place for wild animals to spend the winter. Well, it really wasn't that interesting. I'm surprised at how clean it is, given that the door isn't even shut. There's one more room here. It's clean too. The lights don't work, but there's clearly power to it because we could hear fans running in the other room. I don't see any evidence of the lock, but someone's clearly come in here and broken the lock just to see if they can find anything worthwhile to steal, probably. Okay, so here's why we're not out here cleaning this up today. It's still so wet. We may even have to get in here before this particular spot dries. We may have to do some of the rest of it. And then there's like a rock out there. That's not going to be pleasant, is it? We really need to get out here before the grass starts growing and covers up a lot of the obstacles. Challenging places. See, I don't know, even if it dries up, I'm not sure that I can mow those. Those are right on the limit. So I've actually got potentially a couple of attachments coming, we'll see, to help us with that type of thing. There'll be a lot of you say, just go get a skid steer and you can do this in a jiffy. Yeah, I know, and I agree. But hey, it's tractor time with Tim. We have to figure out what we can do with a tractor. We're not always about trying to be the most efficient. We're trying to figure out how you can be the most efficient, which may not be buying a skid steer, because you may need a tractor for 90% of your work, and you may have, one or two, projects that are repeatable, but not a huge portion of your work that might need a special attachment. So we'll try it. A lot of the recent videos we've done have been so formal and, well, information packed that we haven't really had a good opportunity just to chat and kind of bring you up to date on a lot of things that are going on. So this is refreshing to me. I hope you don't mind. Just more of the field here that we have to mow or otherwise clean up. Oh yeah, we need to update you on the stolen tractor situation. It's over 2 years ago now, so I feel like we've updated. But the last episode we were talking about from an auction location, I was saying, look, I think I'm just tired of fighting this, and I really was. We were ready to throw in the towel. But your comments were so overwhelmingly in favor of us continuing the pursuit. So we're going to do so. We have actually dismissed the suit that we had originally filed. and we've filed a new suit with the higher damages that we were able to calculate by not having the tractor, etc., etc. So at this point, I believe that all the defendants have been served, and they have there's a waiting period. They have a time to respond. So we'll see how that goes. We appreciate your encouragement on that. We were tired of it. We are kind of tired of it. But as many of you said, we feel like there's some obligation for us to continue to pursue it, and so we're going to do so. Many of you have commented about the Ventrac Toro purchase. So Toro recently purchased Ventrac. As of this filming, the deal hasn't closed yet, but I think it's pretty close. We really don't know a lot more about it than you do. As far as I know, our relationship is going to go on just like it always has. But of course, you know, no one really knows till they get it closed and begin to make some decisions about the future of the group. Overall, Toro doesn't have anything like the Ventrac, so I don't think we're going to see just a replacement by an existing brand, but that's just my opinion. But I will say that as we find out more information, we'll share it with you. I mean, that's just all we know at this point. It's still pretty wet out here. I hope I don't get stuck just trying to show you guys around. It seems pretty solid though under this water, so maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Oops, just ran over a tree. Wasn't that big of a tree. I think this is going to be a fun project. I'm looking forward to it. It's close to our house, so we can do it over multiple days. We don't have to worry about bringing a specific attachment and staying for the duration of the project. We can try a mower for a while, and then we can try a different attachment. We don't have really any time limit on getting it done. Of course, we don't get paid until we get it done, so we'll put some time limit on our own, but we're looking forward to it. I've been wanting to do one of these update videos for a long time, and I had all these things I wanted to chat about, and I'm afraid I probably haven't covered them all, so I always forget. I should write them down, shouldn't I? But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Spring is almost here, even though you can see it's too wet to really do anything. It's still a warmer day, and so we're excited about that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour, and I hope you've enjoyed the little talk. Again, we really appreciate you guys. It's been great to get to know so many of you at the farm shows, and we just realized from the subset that we have got to know at farm shows just what a wonderful audience we have, and it means an enormous amount to us. So keep watching, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.